Hello everybody, welcome to another ride along with goggles, and as you can see we're in another Ford LTL 9000, but this time it's brand new and just came out. It's from BPM Modding, the same folks that brought us the 521 Kenworth needle nose, and I'm running the wheels off the needle nose on this. I put them both in the same profile, so we got the Daytons from the 521 on here. And yeah, it's a nice truck. It's early days yet, I think. Hopefully there's more development coming, because we'll talk about that a bit as we go. It's a bit of an urgent trip, so we should get going. Got Pinga's logging trailer on here from his logging trailer pack, and lots of cool stuff in that pack. Lots of choices for trailers. And the skin is just brand new. I just did the skin for it. It's an adaptation of the one I did for the Viper Nova Custom Logging to go with this site of ReconLobsters, which is where we are in Montana. It is Montana expansion, and we're in 147. And yeah, so let's we're in this site is ownable site. You can buy it and keep 5 trucks here and unlimited trailers. So and is fitting these trucks, like back in the day, they would have, a lot of them would have had 3406B Caterpillars in them, and that's what we've got in this one. And you guys have heard me talk before about the Ford Louisvilles that I owned, which are the little brother of this truck. But that New Way air ride suspension, that's what I had on the one I factory ordered. And hop in, I'll explain it to you what that was all about. So I did a lot of off-road stuff, like hot shots to remote sites, a lot of them on way off-road. And when I factory ordered that truck, I wanted air ride on it, and the only one they would warranty for, they knew the company I worked for, they knew what I did, and they said, well, there's only one air ride that will warranty for your off-road use, and that was the New Way, which is of course the most expensive one, but worked pretty good. It was awesome. You can see on the left of the steering wheel there's a little gauge there. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the air pressure in the suspension. When I ordered my truck, I didn't even think of that, and I ended up putting one in myself, like within a week. I think the first week I owned the truck, I put one in. I just went over to the local Kenworth dealer, which was kind of next door to our shop, and bought all the bits to put the pressure gauge and dump valves in, so I could dump the air. Because that's really handy for loading. If you can dump the air and get the truck down on the rubber snubbers, it's way more stable. As with flat deck work, a lot of times you're loading from either side of the truck. It put a big lift of lumber on one side of the truck, and it leans like that if you got air in it, and then it pumps itself up because that's self-leveling. And by the time the guy comes back, it's pumping that side up really hard. He goes to put one on the other side, and that side sinks, and the other one really goes up. So you want to just take all of that self-leveling stuff out of play and dump the air. Pump the truck up after you get loaded. This is an older version, this LTL. This would be a similar vintage to my first Louisville. Same steering wheel. Same door handles, the chrome handles up the door. My factory ordered one had the well, I had the 3-spoke custom steering wheel put in, and it came, you know, newer, and it had the flush door handles lower down on the door. Oh boy. And the load's a heavy one. 74,957. Oh, there's a deer. I'll call it 75,000 pounds. Now, about the truck. It seems to be a bit of a work in progress. I hope that's the case, because there's some things that they can change, or that would be the template. It's an advanced skin. So what that means is, like, if you put a skin on it, like on the truck body, and then you go to paint other things like the chassis or the fuel tanks, if you don't do the advanced thing, it's going to put artifacts and pieces of your paint job all over everything, kind of psychedelic looking. Oops. And so there's a template for the fuel tanks, but it doesn't work. And there's no template for the visor. There's nowhere to paint the visor, so I can't put that stripe across the front of the visor. The frame is paintable, but there's nowhere to paint it a solid color. And it just takes on the pieces of your paint job all over it. Big mess. So there we go. Nova Custom Logging Inc. Measure once, cuss twice. I guess the idea is to measure twice and no need to cuss. Good old Recon. He's taking a little hiatus, but he seems to be back and picking up where he left off. This corner here is a bit of a bugger. Get our front end up on the guardrail here. Our trailer tires are still in the other lane. And oh yeah, we're in 147. So we're going to head down towards Missoula and
turn right,
and then go west and then north again up to Thompson Falls. You kind of go right around Thompson Falls on the way down there. There's no road connecting it. Maybe there isn't in real life either, I don't know. Yeah, it's like old home week being in this cab. So, unlike, you know, the Blades, I did a trip in the Blades LTL a few weeks back, and yeah, I liked it enough, but it really, really bugs me that the vent windows aren't finished. Like, there's a gap to the outside under the vent window. And it's just like, what? That was kind of a bummer. I think Blade's truck might have cost $5 more too. Well, of course, I had the Blades truck from back when it was a little less expensive. I've had it for years, and I just didn't really use it because, you know, there was a few disappointments going along there, and then updated it recently, like a month ago or less. And yeah, this one's got a better degree of finish to it. Although, like I say, there's more they can do. It doesn't have a sleeper option yet. It does have a 8x6 option, which is kind of cool. So, but just a day cab for now. Maybe that's just the way it's going to be. I don't know. I'd like to see the ability to paint it improved, to put a proper paint job on it. So I'll put the skin up on Steam anyway, but if you go to use painted fuel tanks, you'll be bummed out. Wonder if we can see how fast this guy's going to be. He's going to be slow. We'll put a move on him. If he's got a rocket in there, we'll just tuck back in. Got a lot of weight on, but got an 18 speed. Well, it looks like it's pretty neck and neck between us. Oh man, I can put a move on him.
Go straight.
Okay, speed limit just dropped down. He's slowing down.
Go straight. Keep right. After 50 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Boy, I've turned out way too wide there. Oh, I don't have my lights on. Thing about this wheel, it blocks the high beam light is right behind that middle spoke. And with the flat wheel, I guess if you see me driving the CLT 9000, it has the wheel is available for that I had in my last Louisville, and it's, you know, spokes in this configuration like my sim wheel here,
Go straight.
so you can see that center of the dash a little better. And on, I guess on mine too, it had two above each instrument. There was a little display panel. It had various warning lights and things in them. On the factory order truck, I can't remember the original Louisville I had. Same dash board. I can't remember the gauge layout if it had those two items up there. I kind of doubt it. Yeah, it's a heavy load. Well, one thing I noticed, we're in 147, of course, and well, not of course, we are. And I've noticed the lights seem to be a lot more realistic. The traffic lights are longer. I've noticed that, like, if I drive in 147 for a while, you kind of get your timing all set where if you're a light like this and the extended green goes off, like right here, so we'll watch this extended green, and when it goes yellow and then red, there's going to be a longer pause between, here, watch. So there'll be a pause between it going red and this going green. Yeah, it's quite a bit longer than in 146, I think. So it's has a whole new challenge to this game here. I guess I could get going. Oh, let's see, that's a lot longer green. I'll watch this pause to green here.
Go straight.
Yeah, that's different. Whole different set of timing required to do that. Not that you should do that in real life, mind you. You may get it wrong. I was going to use Truckee to do this job and just get. So I'm pretty sure we're going to in Thompson Falls the wood processing plant, which makes sense. You know, going from the log yard to the mill. You know, but they're beyond the mill in Thompson Falls. It's kind of a neat drive up to the logging site there. I was toying with the idea of getting a Truckee job, but for the amount of weight we got and the time it's going to take us, this will be a half-hour video as it is, so we'll I thought better of it and said, oh, I'll just take this one. More realistic, really. But it's kind of weird, like, I guess for that log site up the hill from the plant makes sense to, like, I guess haul machinery up there.
After 50 yards, go straight.
But it's kind of weird to be hauling. If you wouldn't haul a load of logs out of there,
Go straight.
just down the hill like a little wee bit, just to take them off right away.
Keep right. After 50 yards, go
Oh
straight.
shoot! Wow, those brakes are
Go
strong.
straight.
That's pretty insane. No way he would stop 75,000 pounds like that. But yeah, it's a nice, excuse me, wow, it's a nice looking truck though. Like back in the day when these things were around, they were like from outer space because they were so, you know, angular and distinctive looking. Like it's kind of like an amped up Mac R. Oh, I can hear a pub in the background of my headset. Like the Mac R is angular and everything else, so it's got round and soft corners on it, and it's smaller. Like these have a lot more angular shapes. It's almost to me like Mac when they came along, did the Superliner and did the square hood on it and everything. They were taking cues from this truck. But it still had the Mac R cab more or less. Or the look of it anyway, if not the same. Yeah, these things were, like I say, they were like they were from outer space when they landed. Same with the CLT 9000 cab over. It was like from another world. I don't think there's another light. Oh, we have to turn right up here maybe. Oh no, not yet. But we will eventually. This goes to one lane, I think, in a little while. Oh, that guy's moving over. Man, what if we got enough jam to get by him? I don't think so. No. I guess we might as well. Oh, he's slowing down. Shoot. I was going to let him go in front of me, but if he wants to hit the brakes. Yeah. This guy's going to want in up here. Boy, we're not doing very good on getting up to the speed limit.
Go straight.
Urgent delivery. Yeah. We're trying. I think we'll be okay. Only got 85 miles to go. Oh, now we got the speed limit. It's time to slow down. Another Animal Crossing. See how much he slowed down to AI. I don't get it. Like, I really wish they would fix that. That is so ridiculous. There's nobody in front of him. The only decision he has to make, do I stay in the lane I'm in or go to the right one? And it takes a big hit of the brakes to do that.
Go straight. Right. After 50 yards, turn right. Turn right.
All right, not too far away now. I can't believe how bad the tinnitus, the ringing in my ears is right now. It's unbelievable. I don't know if any of you guys have ever had that or whatever, but wow. I spent a lot of time working in loud shops when I was younger.
After 50 yards, exit right ahead.
Years and years as a machinist and welder and
Exit right
mechanic.
ahead.
Paying for it now. Boy, I can barely hear anything other than just...
After 100 yards, turn right.
I don't know if you've ever heard cicadas. Sounds like high-pitched cicadas going nuts.
Turn right.
Oops.
Go straight.
Oh man, I'm really messing up the shifting. We're almost there, just on the other side of town here. Here we are. Well, let's see what they have in store for us for a parking thingy. I like to get a different parking spot out of this place every now and then. It's been consistently the same darn spot.
Go straight.
Go straight. Oh. Oh. Oh, we are going to the one up the hill. Well, I'll be hornswoggled. I better get my foot on it. I was just by default thinking I was going to that one. So I am going from logging site to logging site. Okay. Wow. When you look at it on the map, when you're at, I guess I could have zoomed in when I looked at the job on the map. That's my bad. Okay, wow.
After 100 yards, turn left.
Another big hiccup there. Don't have my frame counter on.
Turn left.
Clark Fork. They did a pretty good job of this Montana, you know, because it does look like, this looks like Montana for sure. If you've ever been there. Looks like the part of Montana closest to us, where I live. And see on the GPS on the cell phone there,
After 100 yards, turn right.
it's kind of a windy road up to the logging site. It's kind of cool. Yeah.
Turn
Uh-oh.
right.
All I've ever taken up here before is machinery. Top out for this little drive up here. Catch some of the scenery here. It's really tugging at the old steering wheel. what do we do here? Oh, go to the right here. It's a good little climb up here. Steady. Well, here we are. Now, let's see what we have here for parking. More interesting than at the plant, anyway.
Reached your destination.
Okay. What? Oh, okay. Now that is interesting. It's kind of, sort of setting up to go off to the right, which is kind of normal here. We should be able to get in here. Oh, it'll be a little crooked, but oh well. Got a heck of a lean on the old girl here. All right, we're there. Awesome. Lights are off. Okay, let's see how we did. We're on time. 79 gallons. Ooh, good pay. Sweet. Very nice. Well, there we are. Yeah, so let's see if we can. Oh, we can't. Here, let's do it this way. We'll do a real quick little look at the truck. So, underneath, one thing I did notice was that I don't know if we have enough light, but they've got the caps on the end of the U-joints with hex nuts on them. So that's kind of cool. Little detail there. And hex nuts everywhere. And we got all our appropriate lines and whatnot. That's kind of cool. But this is that new way air ride. So you can see how robust this stuff is. Like, it's big. And kind of see why. Great big pivot points. And then nice, here we'll go at the back here. Nice big airbags. And the shocks I found that weird. They're a little close together. So, you know, it would be nice if they were further apart for better stability. But, and then I guess they don't show here. They don't model the air leveling system, but it's got 2 air leveling valves per axle. So it's not just up and down, it's side to side, so it'll jack the truck if it's heavy on one side. So very, very strong, and you can see how robust that is compared to some of them. If you're in traffic and you're looking at trucks as you're driving along or getting stuck in traffic, you look at their suspension, you see this one, you'll know it's pretty heavy duty. Anyway, enough of that. And as always, thanks for following along, guys. Really appreciate it. And we'll catch. Oh, one other thing. I want to say to any of the patrons or one-time donators, people who've donated, one-time things, I'm putting a little blurb thing at the beginning of the videos to recognize you. And if I've forgotten some of the one-time people, let me know and I'll get you on there, because some of the donations, like, I'm a little foggy on. I know people have gifted me DLCs and one time, PayPal thingy and that sort of thing, and it's a little hard for me to keep track of. Unlike, Patreon, I go to the Patreon page and there everybody is. It's simple. So if I've missed anybody, let me know in a PM or private message, and I'll make sure and recognize you on in the video, because it's a really big help, and I appreciate every one of you. And even if you're not donating, whatever, that's fine. Like, it's all good. And anyway, I just wanted to get that out of the way. And as always, thanks for following along, guys. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.